Hildegard von Bingen. Hildegard was born into a German family in the year 10,098. She was the 10th child of the family. In that time, the 10th child was usually given to the church as a tithe. Hildegard was given to a convent and raised there to become a nun. When the time came, she took the three main vows of a medieval nun: the vow of poverty, the vow of chastity, and the vow of obedience. Hildegard was enclosed under the guidance of an anchorite named Jetta von Sponheim. Anchorites were men or women who lived in a solitary room attached to a church, spending lives in prayer and contemplation and offering spiritual guidance to visitors. Von Sponheim was somewhat unusual in that she was a well-educated woman. She tutored Hildegard. Thanks to the help of von Sponheim and Volmar, a monk from Distibodenberg, Hildegard became an extremely well-educated woman, and arguably the most well-educated woman of her generation. At age 42, preceding the death of one of her male superiors, Hildegard was able to use her voice after a series of revelations and visions. Hildegard wrote songs for her nuns to sing as part of the divine office. The only music teaching Hildegard had received from Jetta was instruction in singing and the duties of a choir nun. But she had grown up hearing the chants of Roman Mass and set her own vibrant, colorful verses to music to create antiphons, responses, sequences, and hymns. One of Hildegard's most famous compositions is titled "A Feather on the Breath of God," although she is also famous for many chants and songs. Although when we think of Hildegard today, for many people, the first thought that comes up is her life as a composer. But she also left behind a treasure trove of illuminated manuscripts and scholarly texts as well. Other than her work on composing 77 sacred songs, she wrote 9 books on subjects as diverse as cosmology, botany, linguistics, and medical science, as well as theology. Hildegard should be revered for her work as one of the first feminists of her time. Raised under the submission of men, Hildegard refused to be marginalized within her religion, embarking on almost 4 preaching tours. Throughout her lifetime and in almost all of her works, Hildegard focused on the sacred worth of women. Not only is Hildegard known as one of her century's best female composers, but she also offered to her religion, science, feminism, and the people around her.